Hello again, this is Dorothy Smith with Scrapbooking, and I'm a close to my heart independent consultant, and this is the last of the projects from the Every Little Thing instruction sheet. And like I've been saying with the previous Every Little Thing layouts, most all of the detail is coming from die cut pages. So this particular kit came with 6 die cut pages, and all the scallops and the little half moon circles that go into the scallop holes are all die cut. So although it looks complicated, it's really very easy. So the colors, the predominant colors are Julep in the new, which is a new color, Wisteria, which is a new color, and a lot of Glacier, which is that kind of bluish greenish. And I love the watercolor background on this particular background paper, and it comes that way, all watercolory looking with spots and everything. I thought I had dropped something on the bottom of the page, but indeed it comes that way. So the top little star thing strip is a zip strip, and I cut 1/4 inch by 12 inch strips of Wisteria, and that goes underneath the zip strip to kind of make it stand out from the background, which it does. And there's going to be 2 4x6 pictures on this particular layout, and they get the Wisteria background, so they're cut at 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then I put the photo holders on it, ready to go. And at the bottom is going to be another 1/4 inch by 12 inch strip of paper, just to kind of finish the end, the bottom. Ta-da! So the Happy 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 is also one of the die cuts, and it gets a flower on it. 2 flowers actually, a Wisteria and a yellow, which might be the new lemonade. So I'm just kind of using the instructions and kind of placing the different colors where they suggest. I kind of follow the instructions when I'm doing the videos, so that if you get the kit and you get the instructions, then you can see that what I'm doing is going along with the instructions. So very simple, just a little tape runner, top and bottom of the scallop, and you put the little pre-cut, it's a little bit more than a half circle, but you put that in place, and then when you turn it over, it's going to look really cute. So I'm just going to put the rest of the little, I don't know what I should call those, I'm going to continue calling them little half moons, in place for the scallops. I kind of like the scallop idea. We have a scallop thin cut, and we had a punch in the years past, but I do like these die cuts that go almost all the way across the page. So now comes for the bottom one, and I put, when I looked at this layout at first, I thought, this is I'm going to have to cut little pieces of paper to go behind there and make sure that they're not peeking through with a little corner. I thought that it was going to be complicated, and when I started putting all the pieces together, it's like, oh my gosh, this is so simple. But once again, so much detail, yet so simple. So pretty much all of my club ladies love the detail. They just really like to have a little bit more complicated page, and it makes, you may think that it will take away from your picture, but it doesn't. It really enhances your picture in a way that I don't know. I have a thing for, if I'm doing a certain kind of theme, I don't like to get background paper that is of that theme. So say I'm taking Christmas pictures, for instance, and I'm taking pictures of our Christmas tree. I'm not going to want to put my Christmas tree pictures onto a Christmas tree background page, because I think it takes away from it. So I want my tree to stand out, not the background paper's tree to stand out. So the scallops are kind of non-committal as far as a theme. You know, it could mimic many things, but look at how cute that looks with all the little colors in place. And it really wasn't hard to put those little color pieces behind the scallop. So there's our 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and I'm going to go ahead and put the pictures in place, and they're not on there straight, they're at a tilt, which just kind of adds a little interest to the whole page, and it's not even annoying. So I'm going to put the second picture in place, give it a little angle, and then there's my little title, if you want to call it a title, happy, happy, happy. So what I'm going to do is use my little powder bag and kind of take the stickum away from where the picture is going to go. So the picture is going to slip under those leaves. So that it's always good to have a powder bag, because if you're gonna it's kind of the thing to put an embellishment over the picture area, but then you don't want to necessarily stick something directly onto the picture. So if you put the powder over it, it takes the stickum away. And so there's my little flower, my little yellow and my wisteria flower. And then happy is going to go above it, kind of tucked under the bouquet. So then I'm going to put some hearts around from the sticker sheet. Oh, that's really coming out pretty. That's a really nice page. So I'm real happy with that. And it's going to get some of the dimensional butterflies and also some little clear gems. Not a whole lot, just a little glimmer here and there. You don't need a whole lot. So for those of us who are inclined to over-embellish, if given up to our own plan, well, I don't do any planning, but if it's up to my own devices, I over-embellish because I don't know when to stop. So that was page 1. Here we come with page 2. Now this is going to be, it's either a 5x7 or a 6x8 picture. It looks pretty big. Might be a 6x8. So it is going to be the star of the show, but it's still going to have the wisteria background, but just a little hint of wisteria. So it's only, you know, a little bit showing all around. So it's, if that's a 6x8, then it's cut at 6 1/4 by 8 1/4, and then we get the same zip strip treatment at the top, along with the wisteria 1/4 inch strip to kind of highlight the zip strip, and the little wisteria flowers or stars that are in the zip strip. Boy, these are really lovely colors together. You know, it's you know, I say it over and over again, but I really appreciate the colors that Close to My Heart puts together for us. So there's, you know, I don't have to try to put a whole bunch of things together trying to figure out what colors look good. These just come out beautiful. And you don't have to necessarily put the kits together as you see them. You can totally do your own thing. I mean, there are some phenomenal consultants that just do an amazing job of putting their own thing together, and they're just kind of thinking on the fly. I mean, I just envy that super artistic bend that some people have. But I'm not there. So I do the technical. I follow along, for the most part, for the instructions as much as I can follow an instruction. And when I read the instructions, yeah, same way with recipes. I get close. So, but you can totally do your own thing. You are not restricted. I mean, you don't have to follow the instructions if you don't want to. You can totally make up your own or look at some sketches. We have books with all sorts of sketches that show you what size to make things. Or if you just go on Pinterest and, kind of come up with your own creation with the help of some ideas from Pinterest, then you can totally do that too. But you're given lots of different embellishments to work with that you can use them the way they suggest, or you can use them the way you want to. So it's up to you. You're the only one who holds you back, and take it from one who's held themselves back on many occasions. We do it to ourselves. So you don't have to feel like you're being held back with your creativity. You can do it whatever way you want to. So this side has, the right side of the layout has shorter scallops. So that's going to be highlighting the 6x8 picture. So, and they're a little bit off center from each other, which looks good. And then I'm going to put the large photo right underneath it, and let's see, sort of underneath it. And then I'll continue with the scallops below it. So this is pretty simple, pretty easy to do, and the sticker sheet comes with these absolutely gorgeous flower bouquets for accent pieces, and really, really pretty ones. They're also, have the hint of watercolor to them. Actually, those don't look like theirs. See, I'm putting stickum on it, so those aren't from the sticker sheet. Those are punch-outs. So there's a beautiful, it's unusual to just have a black and white spray of leaves, but it's really effective with this particular color combination. And there's just little hints of black. So one of the colors filling in the scallop is black, and at the top and the bottom. And that's a gorgeous Wisteria rose. I'm popping it up with the finishing of my circle of pop-ups, and these are pretty thick pop-ups too, which I like. Oh gosh, is that pretty? Okay, so here comes, and a bluebird of happiness. How wonderful is that? They don't call it that, I just called it that. Little heart. Probably need some gems someplace, Dorothy, don't you think? Excuse me. So I decided to take my green shimmer pen and add a little green touch, similar to what I did with the little butterflies on one of the previous layouts. And then I'm making some little purple flowers, because you can either leave it black and white or you can color it in like I'm doing. And so I'm doing some of the purple shimmer, so this is going to be shiny with little purple berries and little purple wisteria colored flowers. And so a couple of little clear gems here and there.
So I need some journaling for right here.
And what else? I don't know if anything else is going to go on there. So I would take this time to please subscribe to me and look at my blog if you want to shop with me. I have all my links down below in the where I describe the kit and have all the links for purchasing the kits and the tombos and various tools that I've used with putting these kits together. So I hope you consider subscribing to my blog and shop with me. Oh, I went and found the journaling. That's what's going to go up there. So we have some little journaling strips those were also punch outs, and I think that they were off in another room because I knew that I probably had them, but I didn't have them with me. You have to plan, you know. I told you I don't plan a whole lot. So I'm just going to move my gem down a little bit so I have a place to journal. And these have a little dashed line at the bottom, so they're not just a plain strip like a lot of our journaling strips are. They have a little accent of black dotted lines looking like stitch lines. And that goes along with the bottom of the scallop thing. So very, very detailed items that don't stand out but really make everything go together beautifully.
This goes nice.
So let me put the two of them together and you can see how gorgeous this layout is. And this could go with so many things. The colors aren't so bold that it would take away. They're just beautiful and soft and ready for your pictures. So I hope that you enjoyed this. And here is the rest of the layouts just to remind you. So the last one was Project 4, and this is Project 3 with the gorgeous flower background in Wisteria and Julep and Glacier. And there's the two single, Project 1 and Project 2, Adore Albie. I later changed that when I realized that I spelled adorable wrong. So for right now, it's Adore Albie. So there you go. And I also found the butterfly that goes in that little hole over on the right-hand side. Hiding in my club room. So I think these are absolutely gorgeous layouts, and I love, love, love this paper. And I'm adding another little accent of the black and white leaves to the flower above there. So this is a great one, ladies. Don't let it get by you. It's available till October. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.